Howdy, howdy. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll switch over to the gaming tab and we can begin. Hey everyone, this is AIM, former Demon Duke, and nowadays I'm just a lonesome homebody in search of my very own giant Cthulian monstrosity girl. That's what we're doing today. We are going to play some Sucker for Love. It was voted between two games on my Twitter account. I don't usually put games up to vote like that because usually I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do at all times. So if I write a poll like that and I'm saying, hey, what game are we playing Monday? I already kind of know which one I want to win. This time I wasn't quite sure. And we ended up going with Sucker for Love, a demon of the people. That's right, that's right. Who amongst us does not want her own giant Cthulian waifu? I keep saying giant. They look like they're pretty big. maybe I'm just saying what I want to be the case. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see just how big these ladies are. If you didn't know, Sucker for Love actually has a sequel that's being worked on right now. You can wishlist that on Steam, so feel free to check that out too. I don't know every girl that's in it. I do know there's a furry, so if you like furries, there's that. Now, where have I been for the past week? Well, I can't tell you that specifically, but I will say that I've been on a business trip. Now I'm back, and I'm eager to get back into it. Normally I would actually start streaming on Tuesday, but with Halloween coming up, I sort of thought, what if like trick-or-treaters come in and they hear me doing some really strange voice acting from my back room? So I decided, maybe not. maybe I'll take Halloween off. Okay, let's get moving with Sucker for Love. Hopefully the game plays alright. If there's any sort of choppiness, we'll see what we can do. This program contains graphic themes of self-harm, suicide, and inadvisable quantities of tentacles. Sounds like I need to update my content warning.
Sucker for Love, first date.
Sucker for Love, first date. You know, come to think of it, I just remembered, somebody gave me a warning about this game. They warned me that my computer name may be briefly displayed on screen here at some point. So what I think I'm going to do is take a second and make sure that that's all safe. And then we'll get back into it. Hold on just a moment while I get that ready. One second. First thing I'm going to do is update those content warnings because that's important. We're going to say body horror, gore, partial nudity, and self-harm. Because that's important. Now what we're going to do is make sure that my stupid PC is not named something that it should not be. One second. Information. I feel like the music's also just a bit quiet. Maybe I'll turn up the volume a little bit while I'm at this. Okay, now we're going to take a second to figure out if I've named my PC something stupid. Or have we not? You know, it's weird. I feel like the music went away entirely. Wasn't there just a sort of a light music playing there for a little while there? All right. Looks like my name is okay. So even if it displays, we're not getting any crazy information. All right, let's get back into it. We've got voices checked, we've got full screen, And now we are starting a new date. I'll probably play for maybe about 2 hours today because I got a little less time than I normally would. I started a little bit later. You're all for that crazy information? Unfortunately, you will get nothing today. Not a drop. Alright, so we've got to survive Chapter 1 to unlock the second date. And we've got to find all 3 secrets to unlock the third date. But we do have a date available to us. And so we will start there. And for this one, well, I hope you like tentacles. Chapter 1. Lynetta, my really...
Lynetta, my really scary girlfriend.
I see. Lynetta, my really scary girlfriend. Let's see just how scary we're talking. Oh, I like them scary. Eldritch gods, cosmic horrors, things beyond our understanding. To merely gaze upon their form is to abandon all hope. You know, it's weird how many different Cthulhu-related things we've done on my streams. We played through Forgive Me, Father. There was another one that was pretty Cthulhu-y. And then we also had I was in a D&D session that was all Cthulhu-y. It feels like Cthulhu just follows me around, even though we're not in the same part of hell at all. What's that guy got against me? The only thing protecting all of reality from the final coalescence of insanity and terror. Give me 1 second. Just a moment here. Alrighty. Let's get back to it. The only thing protecting all of reality from the final coalescence of insanity and terror is the fact that the unspeakable gods wait dreaming, their awakening under aligned stars heralds the end. Today, the stars are aligned. Damn it, come on already. Same day shipping my ass. I only have a half-hour tops until the stars move out of position. It's a very eclectic room I have here, isn't it? It says, number 1, D. Let's visiting D-Kun. Only add Candyman. I better wash my face to calm down. A year ago, I saw the face of an eldritch being in my dreams. It whispered its name to me, Lynetta. Ever since, I've been obsessed with trying to see it again. I'm not the kind of person to get addicted to stuff or spend recklessly, but I just can't help myself. I'm not a sucker for love or anything like that. Nobody can call me a sucker. There's something I have to do it once I see it again. Was that the door? Thank goodness. I spent way too much money on getting this for me to miss my chance. The amount of money I've lost to scammers claiming to have the real deal is a little embarrassing, but as of today, I'll have a genuine Necronomicon, an ancient spellbook containing the dark rituals needed to contact the Elder Gods. Finally, The Necronomicon looks just a little bit different than I think we were expecting. The first step in any romance, the Necronomicon, exactly. Consult the Necronomicon. Huh? What the hell is this? Why is it pink? Isn't this supposed to be like brown and bigger? It's supposed to be an ancient book covered in flesh or something, but this looks like it just came from an office supply store. Genuine, bound in real human skin as advertised, and then deeply, deeply dyed. They just, they realized that people are a little scared of the Necronomicon these days, so they thought they'd make it more visually appealing, I suppose. A little less frightening. No, please don't tell me Scammed again. With how much money I spent this time, I thought there'd be no chance it'd be fake. Great. No way I'm getting my money back either. The scammer is probably long gone too. Damn it, I need a new hobby. Seriously. What a strange scam, though. You'd think they'd at least try to go for an authentic look. Did they really think nobody would notice that their Book of the Dead is Malibu pink? It's Barbie's Necronomicon. Ties into the movie, don't you know? Wait, is this symbol on the front embossed? Is this thing made of real leather? The pages look gilt in gold, too. And this weight. Why'd they make a knockoff out of such high-quality materials? Ah, my computer. That's probably just the delivery confirmation message. 100% real Necronomicon, not clickbait, not a scam, gone sexual. Delayed, arriving tomorrow. Arriving tomorrow? I noticed I had Rule 34 up on my second tab just now. What the? My order was delayed? It won't be delivered until tomorrow. Then, what the hell is this book supposed to be? Did it get delivered to me by accident or something? There's no shipping label in the box. Stranger still, this inscription at the bottom. It's Rillian? I don't know. I can't read that. I feel like they pronounced it really on the front screen, so I'm going to presume you pronounce it Rillian. The unholy language of the eldritch gods. Also, the pages reek of formaldehyde, embalming fluid. In other words, it stinks of death. Oh man, that's an ancient meme. You never hear anybody say, "Oh really," anymore. But I was there. I remember when it came to its conception. Why would something so cute have such an insidious aura around it? Maybe I'll take a look inside. Let's see. There's sure a lot of things for me to take and wear here. Objective, perform the calling ritual. Oh, it looks like I can put on different clothing pieces and things if I want to. I have taken my turtle. I have replaced my turtle. Wakes up with mountain lion on my chest. This isn't what I meant when I said I wanted a cougar. Hello. Yes, I have a feeling that's the sort of vibe we're in for today. Hope you're doing well today, Parasitus. Let's see. We have a ceremonial dagger. Perhaps I ought to look for some sort of instructions before I just start clicking everything in my room. Doing very well. That's great. Fantastic. I'm doing pretty well myself, actually. I've been doing a Umitober challenge on Twitter where I draw Umineko stuff every day. And I've finally on the last day of it. I'm really excited to show off the last picture tomorrow as soon as I draw the last picture tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Do we have some kind of instructions here? We can redraw the signboard, but I'll bet there's a specific thing it's supposed to be set to. Hey, Prisma. Good to see you, too. Hope you're doing fantastic tonight. Only tip for this game is watch out for the blue text. You know, thanks for saying that, because I may have needed that help. I probably would have missed something like that, and I know I'm supposed to be looking for secrets. Now, come on. Let's see. You say you are doing well. That's fantastic. I'm doing well, too, because I'm about to summon my Cthulhu girlfriend. As soon as I find the instructions that I'm supposed to read. Let's see. I seem to be doing fine. I don't look great, but I don't look terrible. It's okay. It's fine to look like this. I notice I have a smooch meter up in the top right now. But I have no one to smooch. How terrible. This is a tragedy. Okay, maybe I just need to start interacting with stuff. Wish you well on your journey for horror terror, ladies. Thank you. Alright, so I'll take this, all this weird stuff. I'm wearing all my Cthulhu stuff now. I'm taking my ritual dagger. I thought maybe there would be one that looks like a heart shape, but I guess not. Can't be that lucky. Not quite so on the nose. Let's see, what else do I need? Oh, how terrible having a smooch meter, but nothing to smooch. Hey, Mechanic Cat, good to see you. Everyone is doing fine. Right now, I am just slowly... Oh, here we go. These are the instructions I've been looking for. Anyways, I hope you're doing well tonight, Mechanic Cat. And I hope you're ready for Halloween tomorrow. Let's see. Ensure all possible light has been snuffed from the room. In your room, this means... Alright, got that stuff. In the dark, light red fire candles. They are for your protection. The dark is dangerous. Find and put on your ritual necklace. When all is complete, chant. We'll chant that when the time comes. So far, so good. Great, great. This is a game with a quote you live by every day. It seems like the kind of game that will be great for broadening horizons in a certain sense. Alright, let's see. There's quite a lot of untranslated text here that I presume I will learn the meaning of later. But for now, let's try to enact the ritual. The first thing we need to do is turn off all of our lights. If you're in the room by yourself, try following along with this. First, turn off every light in your room. Actually, don't do this. Slow down, you need to take notes. You want to summon an eldritch girlfriend too? Well, how about you see how it goes for me first, and then you decide if you really want to. Okay, let's see. We need to turn off the lights. Are there any other lights that are still on? It says there should be some overhead lights as well. Let's make sure those are off. I think I need some, like, blackout curtains. Here we go. These are off too now. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is accidentally summon Parasitus Rocket VT. or Mechanic Cat for that. Okay, let's see. We have red lights going now. Now we need to find and put on our ritual necklace. Those curtains don't look fully closed. You know, I agree with you. I think we need some blackout curtains for sure. Alright. When all is complete, chant. Laneta Afart Imgepaka Dishtu Nilgri. Click and drag from the first letter to end of the phrase to chant slowly.
Mortal.
I did it! Cthulhu girlfriend. Oh god, it actually worked. She's here. A beacon of madness is towering over me. An omnipotent and chaotic avatar of world-ending calamity. Even with a year of preparation for this moment, I'm frozen with fear.
For what purpose have you awoken Lanetta the Starspawn and brought about the end of reality?
I'm sure I have a very good reason for this. I can't talk. I can't even breathe. Blinding dread, choking terror. My very sanity is teetering on the precipice and looking down. No, I finally got this far. I finally have my chance. I can't perish now. You know, now that I think about it, this is kind of in there with Helltaker in the genre of wanting to date really dangerous girlfriends and the things you have to do to make that a reality. It's a genre that I really appreciate. Dark One, I ask that you grant my wish.
You meant to be destroyed, yes? So that you are spared from the cataclysm I shall wreak upon all life.
Not exactly what I was thinking. No, I want to smooch you.
Eh? What?
I want to smooch.
Don't say it again, creep. And how are you looking directly at me without being driven mad?
I'm mad with
Send
lust.
me back.
Huh? But you just got here. What about destroying reality as I know it?
I'll do it next time. Maybe when the stars realign in 1,000 years or so.
Oh, by the way, if the audio's too low, let me know and I'll turn it up a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly how it's transmitting for you. But I'll be long dead by then. You say it is very low. Okay, what we can do then is take a moment to improve that. Give me 1 second. I don't think I have an option here, but what I can do is go into the sound menu and we'll pump it up that way. 1 second. Let's try this. Tell me if you hear this sound going up or not. Does the background music sound louder now? Or about the same? Marginally. I'll crank it up a little bit more. Okay. We'll hope that they don't burst my eardrums when they start doing crazy Cthulhu stuff, but we'll try this and see if it goes any better. Let me pull the game back up. The horrors may be beyond my comprehension, but they are not beyond insatiable lust. Exactly. Sometimes you don't think with your brain. Sometimes you have to think with other parts of your body.
Exactly.
Hey, I went through all the trouble of finding this damn book. The least you could do is...
Where'd you get that book?
Huh? What this? I found it outside my door.
That moo. Always trying to set me up with someone.
Moo? Who's that? Are they the one who left this funny-looking Necronomicon on my doorstep?
It's not a Necronomicon.
It's not.
What Necronomicon is bright pink, silly?
You know, I was wondering about that. God, she's cute. But what's with a sudden personality change? Does she recognize the book? Well, if it's not a Necronomicon, what is it?
It's a survival guide.
Yeah, I was also thinking of that line from, what is that, The Evil Dead? It's a survival guide. For what?
For dating me.
Ah, okay. I probably need that. What, really? This thing?
Mm-hmm. It's full of rituals that I like. Offerings, spells, and how to protect your sanity while performing them.
Thank goodness. I struck gold. All the money I spent finally paid off. Wait, what did she just say? You say your favorite recipe is the cake in yellow. I see, I see. Protect my sanity.
I am a cosmic entity beyond comprehension. So no amount of contact with me is safe for a human. Your mind could snap like a reed at any moment, actually.
Gulp.
Oh, don't make that face. I can make it worth your while, if you understand what I'm getting at.
Oh great, she's gonna give me Ithalid powers that deal damage to my opponents every time they start doing spells. Fantastic. You'll let me smooch you?
If you can make it to the end, darling.
Yay.
But if you chicken out or go insane, I'll end reality right then and there.
Understood. Mind breaking isn't that a tag on other sites? You know, I just believe it might be. There's a couple of other tags that might come into play here too, and those I'm slightly concerned about. We'll see. Will you spare the world if I win that kiss?
Now were getting into when you woke me up, right, darling?
Sorry, guys. Looks like this is a nice thing for me only. As far as bad ends go, that's pretty bad. True. Looks like my only two options are die or die without getting a kiss. Well, they say if you've already eaten the poison, you might as well lick the plate. So if the world is going to end either way, deal.
Excellent. Let's begin the date then. Why don't you start with the Invoke the Depths ritual?
Let's see. Invoke the Depths ritual. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's invoke the depths. Invoking the depths is a tag you don't want to see on a story you're reading for sure. It looks like my room has already begun to change just slightly. I wonder why she's sort of like up in the top left covering the settings bar right here for some reason. It feels a little weird. It feels like something's not quite working. But that's okay. It's not too obtrusive. Let's check what the next part of the ritual is. Do not perform this ritual alone. Snuff all light from the room. Turn on your sink or shower to make the sound of moving water. When all is complete, chant. Do not look out from your window from now on. Some graphics bugs, that's okay. As long as they don't impede with my gameplay, then I will be just fine. But I'll keep that in mind. Alright, we don't need to turn on the water yet. We need to start snuffing things out.
What's with the worried look, darling?
I shouldn't be doing these spells alone. The book says so.
But you aren't alone. I'm here.
You know what I mean. These rituals look really bad for my long-term health.
Long-term health? The world ends when this date does. What does it matter if your mind is unraveling? Nobody is in this world for the long haul anymore.
These rituals look bad for my short-term health, too.
Well, you better finish them quickly then.
True that. Alright, let's see.
You know,
I spent a lot of time preparing to smooch you. It'd be a waste if I lost my grip on reality and tripped at the finish line.
Or maybe you're only holding it together because you've already gone insane.
Hey, that makes sense.
What if I'm just what your mind wants to see? Things don't look like they did before I got here, do they?
You know, you've got a point. Yeah, things look better now that you're here.
This is so smooth.
Alright, let's see. Are we just going to keep chatting our girlfriend up, or are we eventually going to perform this ritual? Lynetta, you're an eldritch horror, I mean dark...
Cosmic entity.
Right, sorry. Have you met the others? The other cosmic entities? You say you follow Lebetta's VA on Twitch, and she's really fun. Cool. I always like to see some of the, I guess, voice actors who go around a lot of these sorts of projects, and you see them pop up in different games after you play the first one, so... I've had a couple of experiences like that with Fangons, and I'm hoping that I'll have more experiences like that with the dating sims as well. Although this is a little different than the traditional dating sim, I suppose.
Of course.
Really? I actually had a lot of questions about Casatha that I couldn't figure out in my research.
Darling,
Yes.
this is us time. If you mention another woman one more time, this date is over. And I'll save you for last.
I'm not that smooth, apparently.
How are you holding up, darling?
I'm doing fine, but these rituals are a little tough to get through.
Aw, poor thing. Do you need me to spoil you a little? As encouragement?
If it's not a kiss, keep it to yourself.
What a one-track mind!
Don't try this with your own girlfriend. I don't recommend it.
I saw a cute little black cat by the window.
Oh yeah, that's my neighbor's cat. My neighbor's an asshole, but he's into occult stuff too, I guess. And his cat's nice.
I see. What's the cat's name?
Let's change the subject. I know just enough Lovecraftian lore to know that we don't want to go there. Let's not.
He's staring, darling. You're embarrassing me.
Oh, I didn't mean to stare. It's just...
Just what?
It's your hair made of tentacles.
I'm a cosmic entity beyond your comprehension, darling.
So...
So of course I'm mostly made of tentacles.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That checks out. Well, we wouldn't be here if we didn't like tentacles, right? We sure wouldn't. Alright, let's go ahead and find that ritual. And in the course of our ritual, let us not name Lovecraft's cat. If anyone names Lovecraft's cat, you will be kicked from my stream. So please don't. Let's be absolutely 100% crystal clear on that. Okay. Do not perform this ritual alone. Snuff all light from the room. First of all, we're going to snuff these lights. Now we're going to turn off the overhead lights. And then we are going to close the blinds, supposedly, even though they don't seem to close that much. Actually, they're already closed, apparently. Good, good. I just wanted to be 100% sure. Alright, let us check the next step. Turn on your sink or shower to make the sound of moving water. Shower on. Now back we go. When all is complete, chant. Nafultagen u egel at really nugiagfamol. I'm sure these are a joke if I was really able to pay attention here. Anyways, let's chant. No light. What did I do wrong? Okay. Maybe we have to turn the lights back on with the red? Could be. Could be. Let's try that real quick. Okay, red lights are on. Let's try this again. Snuff candles. Huh. This is getting a little confusing. So we need some light in order to... Oh, did I leave a light on? Hold on one second. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. There we go.
Sweet home.
And now the place is going to get a little bit more of that homey touch. How romantic. Are we... What did I just do?
You brought the outer depths to us. Didn't you read the spell's name? Our connection is stronger now. The closer you get to where my true form lies dreaming, the stronger my influence on you in this world.
Will I be okay?
Just focus on following the book perfectly. You're good to start doing these rituals on your own, right?
No. Wait, why are you leaving?
I'm just feeling a little icky from the summoning, so I wanted to use your shower. Do you mind?
Ah, no, not at all. Go ahead. The oceanfront property. I would check what you mean, but I don't think I'm allowed to look outside anymore.
Thanks. No peeking.
Ha, okay.
I mean it. Don't peek.
I won't. I won't peek.
You're sure you won't?
Positive.
All right. I'll be back in a jiffy.
I said I wouldn't, but... You know, we're here on AIM stream, and if there's one thing AIM has been doing, ever since AIM played Mega Man Legends for the PlayStation, it is peaking when the game tells me not to. So I'm afraid that the time has come. There is no such thing as a quick save, though. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. I feel like I look a little bit different now. I feel like my hair is becoming a little pink. Nice. Worth it. Great. Just fantastic. Worth. Okay, let's invoke the depths once again.
Home sweet.
Alright, this time we won't peek. Although I am curious about one more thing that I was told to never ever do, so. Bad end. I see, I see. Well, I guess we'd better pay more attention to that book, huh?
Home sweet.
Not worth. Wash your face next chance you get.
All right.
Okie dokie. Wash face. Huh. I see. I appear to be different now. I'm no longer pink. I'm now back to normal. Alrighty. Let us figure out what to do next. Ensure your sink or shower is running to make the sound of moving water, then go outside. Avoid making eye contact with that which roams the fog. They'll know if you saw them. Turn off your lights before you leave. This one isn't a warning. It'll just help lower your electricity bill. Okay. Alright, so we need to have our lights off. We need to ensure a sink or shower is running. And then go outside. I guess she's already running the shower, so that works. Then we exit through here. And now we're outside. Avoid making eye contact with that which roams the fog. It regrounds you so you're not seeing things as is not through rose-tinted glasses. I see. So it makes it so that you're not, like, crazy. I feel like I must have missed a step because it doesn't seem like there's any fog there. Sure, sink or shower's running, then make the sound of moving water, then go outside. Let's turn on the sink just in case. It's funny, we're saving on our electricity bill, but we're running up our water bill. Alright. Maybe avoid making eye contact with that which roams the fog. They'll know if you saw them. Is telling you not to peek on... Don't to peek on the lady in the shower. Turn off your lights before you leave. This one isn't a warning. And then we chat. Jeez, it looks like Quiet Hill out here with all this fog. Honestly, anytime I see fog in any video game, I'm like, oh, this is where the next Silent Hill is taking place. Is something moving out there?
Darling, you didn't! I love foggy, rainy days by the sea. It's like my favorite weather on the surface world.
Well, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I didn't know you have a house on the water!
I didn't 5 minutes ago. In fact, I'm hundreds of kilometers from the coast. Even the wildest of hurricanes would never flood the area like this. What terrible power is this thing capable of?
There's something just so romantic about standing on a balcony during a storm.
I'd hate to cut the fun short, but can we go back inside now?
What's wrong, darling? Getting chilly?
It feels like something's watching me from out
You
there.
can go inside if you like, but it's not like it's any safer in there. After all, the next page in the book has an unspeakable horror on it.
unspeakable horror. Some kind of monster is going to jump out at me?
You'll see what I mean.
Well, that doesn't sound great. Let's turn the page. Let's try chanting. Can't pronounce. What the hell? I can't even begin to pronounce this. You know, that's actually a thing that I really can't do in real life. You hope it's a succubus? don't we have enough trouble with one Cthulian lady? Do we really need a succubus here as well? Speak this horror and a very welcomed guest will visit. I see.
Yeah, duh. That's why it's an unspeakable horror. Unspeakable. Get it?
Ah, okay.
Cannot be spoken. At least not by humans.
Wait, you can pronounce this?
Of course I can. I can pronounce anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Oh yeah? Then what's this? How do you guys pronounce it? I'm curious. I want to see, before I tell you mine, I want to see how the game pronounces it.
Worcestershire sauce?
Jeez. It's so different than the way I say it. I say it the way that my dad says it, which was Worcestershire sauce, which is obviously not correct. I'm glad that she did it correctly, so I know how to do it now. Worcestershire sauce. This took the VA 10 takes to say it. Jeez. However, I don't blame them. Damn, you are the real deal. Hey, wait a minute. Those tentacles are like extra tongues, right? Then your weakness is tongue twisters. Say toy boat 10 times fast.
Toy boat, 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 toy boat.
Well, that didn't work. Show off. Okay, now pronounce this. I can't pronounce this. Let's see. Might not be anything I can do about that. Unless she can teach me. I've called Worcestershire sauce before that got a lot of looks from your family. Worcestershire. I see. The ritual will allow you to utter unspeakable incantations. Perform this ritual someplace where gore can be cleaned easily, like a bathroom. Where no robes or amulets, have a ritual knife on your person. Well, not sure if I like where this is going, but okay. Knife. Bathroom. Knife, bathroom, and chant. Magoka ya imgapag nigstak yumg olna. Eldritch mouth, huh? Maybe I should have considered the spell more carefully before casting it. If there's so much as a single scar, I might actually lose my job. Please don't let me have something freaky on my face. It's my livelihood on the line here. Okay, big breaths. Brace yourself. I'm still cute as hell. But I thought I'd get an eldritch mouth or something. Everything seems pretty much the same. Weird. Hey, Lynetta.
Yes?
Ah, you startled me.
You called me!
Who the hell was that third voice?
What are you talking about? That was you! Look!
She takes hold of my hand. Whoa, hand holding on the first date? Moving fast, but that's okay.
No, look at your hand, silly.
My hand. Oh, Why? Get it off! Get it off! Quick, grab that knife from the bedroom to cut it off. Hurry! Hand holding, how lewd. Yeah, that's definitely the most inappropriate thing that's going to be happening to my hand today, for sure.
Cut it off? But it's your hand now. See?
Surely enough, it's not a disembodied mouth stuck to my hand. It's very much embodied mouth indeed. Is this really my hand? What did I do to my hand?
Darling, are you alright?
This is screwed up. I mean, I knew I'd be in harm's way, but permanent body disfigurement this early on? Why take it off? Imagine the possibilities. Come on, we have a girlfriend now. We don't need to do that sort of thing. Really? Really? We've got a perfectly good Cthulhu girlfriend, and everybody here is stuck on the hand mouth. Everyone's head is... See, I was not thinking about this. You guys have surprised me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I'm surprised. But I'm not stopping before I get that smooch. No matter what. I just gotta think positive. This isn't so bad. I mean, there's gotta be a silver lining to this. Now I have my pick of which mouth to use when I smooch it. Yeah.
Darling.
Oh, okay, I see. Be creative with it then, by all means. Is someone at the door? This is bad. Did I get busted? The sudden shock feels like a splash of cold water that snaps me to my senses. Damn, I must have done something to give us away. Was I shouting too loudly about that knife? Did the neighbors call the cops? If someone interrupts my rituals now, the stars will fall out of alignment before I can finish. Damn it, I even picked the apartment on the top floor to minimize the number of people noticing odd sounds or smells from my room. If it's the police, they're going to insist on looking around, and I'm not going to be able to smooth talk my way out of a demon in my room. Either way, I need to prepare myself now. Who knows how quickly things are going to go south once I answer the door.
Hello? Are you in? I heard you shouting just now. Come on, let me in.
I wonder if that's the thing I'm absolutely not supposed to look at. Crap, it's even worse than the police. There's only one person it could be, and at the worst possible time. What do I do? Is it even safe to go outside right now with all the world-bending spells I've been casting?
Who's that, darling?
Probably the mailman. I'll make him leave. Give me a sec.
You don't look so good. Maybe I should get the door?
No, I really don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Well, you're a mind-flaying goddess. Maybe it'll be too much for someone who wasn't expecting it.
I guess that's a good point.
Wait here, I'll be right back. Gulp. Missy, hey, good to see
How do
you.
you do? I hope it wasn't too forward of me to call upon you in your own private department.
Missy. She is an old money-rich girl that suddenly showed up to the club I work at and started showering me with gifts. She doesn't quite understand that she's not supposed to contact me outside working hours, but it's hard to complain when she basically pays my rent. In fact, she's pretty much the only reason I could afford to buy all this eldritch paraphernalia. But best of all, she's smoking hot.
If I may be so bold, I have something special to give you. May I come in?
Oh god, yes. Oh hell yes. Right this way. Wait, Lynetta's inside. I got so caught up in the moment, I almost forgot. Actually, now's not a good time. Think you could just give it to me out here?
It's not the kind of present I can give you out in the open.
Hey, you know, I actually have a new toggle that's appropriate for this moment. I forgot about that. I can now go blushing, man. A present that has to be given in private. The dude has a hot sugar mommy and is still trying to smooch an eldritch god? You know, you got a really good point. He seems to not have things that hard off to the point that he'd go crying to, or go, you know, so far out of his way for the Cthulhu kiss. Imagine that you had a rich eye patch wearing girlfriend and you still wanted to conduct magic rituals to summon a Cthulhu goddess. Oh man, what could it be? Wait, I almost lost sight of things again. If Lynetta and Missy meet, I'm toast. Ah, shoot. This made me think of that stupid meme I keep seeing. That makes me laugh every time I see it with that guy from One Piece who's like, that boy Zoro can cut through fire now. I better sit my ass in this office or I'm killed. It makes me laugh every time I see it. That's dedication. Emphasis on the dead. Different strokes for different folks, but get your priorities straight. Some people have all the luck, am I right? Ah, well, I can't get away right now. How about we meet up after work?
I can't go out after dark.
Right, I forgot her weird curfew.
Why can't we just go inside? I really want to give you your present now. Darling, what's taking so long? I miss you.
Is Lynetta coming to the door? I can hear her footsteps.
Huh? Who is that? You have company over?
That's just the mailman.
Inside your apartment?
Shoot, I got my lame excuses mixed up.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? No one slammed the door in my face. No one.
Oh man, she's pissed. Sorry, Missy, this is the only way I can survive this.
What's going on, darling?
It turns out it was one of those door-to-door salesmen. They can be really pushy, you know. Ha ha ha. You say that's how she lost her eye? By getting doors slammed in her face or by going out in light? I'd believe either one.
No.
This is going from blushy mode to just regular sweat. Haha, I don't want any. Haha.
Want me to make them go away?
No, I got this. You just have to be persistent. Eventually they give up. Did she finally give up? I better smooth things over with her later, before she tries anything crazy. Especially now that she knows where I live. You want a crucifix? That makes sense. Give me one moment and I will put one on there. And thank you for the die trade redeem as well. Let's see, crucifix. Here we go. Huzzah. There we go, and I'm sure this will protect me from all of the bodily horror that will otherwise visit me. Stretch break as well. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to get up and take that stretch break. Thank you very much. Now that my spirit has re-entered my body, let us continue. Let's see. Better hurry through these rituals before there's more interruptions. Alrighty. Let's see what the next ritual is anyway. Oh, actually, come to think of it, now that I have the mouth, can I do that chant that's here? Nice. That is 1 out of 3 of the secrets we need to do that third route. Now, let's continue. Do not attempt this ritual without performing the calling and invoke the depths. Have I done those? I know I did invoke the depths. Yes, I've done both of those. It says metamorphosis. I do not try like with this again. Proceed in total darkness, no lights, no candles. Ensure his image appears in no way in poster or tapestry. Wear a ceremonial robe and ritual necklace. Wear a mask or headpiece to distort your features. Have a ceremonial knife on your person. Always remember the second step on the previous page. When all is complete, chant. Okay, let's see. We need to be in total darkness. It looks like we are. We need to remove the poster. We need mask. We need... what else? Ceremonial robe and ritual necklace. How am I looking? Okay. I think I still have the knife on my person already. Always remember the second step, which says always remember total darkness. Okay. And when all is complete, chant. But first, let me make sure I don't have another of his visages anywhere in my room. 1 second. Here's my Cthulhu mask in case you were curious. Ugh. That's not looking great. I feel like I look worse than before I watched. But you know what? That's just the way it is sometimes. Alright. Let's see. Have I removed any visage? I think I have, pretty much. Now, I should be able to do the chants. Give me 1 second, I'm just curious about something. It looks like there's plenty of other stuff here, including a little bit of text that says, "Nothing is just your imagination. Do not cover your ears. You will need them." Her name, her name, her name, her name. It feels like these pages are changing a little bit. I could be wrong. Let's chant. Hello, handsome.
And I thought you were cute for a human before. Now you're totally my type.
I'm trying to respond, but no sound is coming out of my mouth. Even when I try to shout as loud as I can't even manage a whisper. Something is not right. What happened to me? I'm sure it's fine. It's all good. I'm not worried even a slight bit about the fact that my pointing finger has turned into a tentacle. I feel like my face that used to be a mask of Cthulhu is now a... Okay. Well, hey, I got rid of the tentacles, right? What more could you want? Successful face washing, I would say. This is how you know you gave your face a really good, nice scrub. That's right, a very handsome man. Who's that? Alrighty, let's see what we got next. Break up. This ritual will sever your connection.
What are you looking at? Nothing, huh? You were looking at nothing? Is that the truth? Did I scare you, darling? Good. I know what page you were on. And if I see you trying to cast that spell about nothing, you won't get past the second word.
Good to know. So it looks like we could potentially break up, but we probably wouldn't actually be able to. Besides, do we even want to? I mean, come on. We've got such a great girlfriend already. Alright, let's see. Do we need to prepare an offering now? I suppose it. Illuminate room to your comfort. Collect necessary ingredients from cold storage. Ensure the symbol is present nearby. Okay. I think that's the right symbol. Yep. Ingredients from cold storage. Okay. And illuminate the room to your comfort. Well, then I'll turn on the light. Why not? Okay. And now chant the symbol.
That already smells delicious, darling.
Excellent.
All it needs is a little something and it'll be perfect. I'm going to take a short walk outside while you finish. See you in a few, love.
Okie dokie. What else does it need? Reach into oblivion. Wear a ceremonial robe and have a ritual knife in your possession. Ensure the symbol is present. Have another life form on your person. Well, this is definitely a good idea. Let's continue. Let's see. Eyeball. There we go. Grab this turtle. And a chant. See you on the other side, turtle. Magaka la megogpog nigstok yum olna. Too fast. Slow. And now my hand appears rather bloody. This is not looking great. Her name, her name, her name. Okay. I think I may have just chopped off my fingers. Something terrible is blocking the door. Something terrible, Ellen BRK, is blocking the door. Oh, I'm sure these are just some of those harmless graphical glitches we were talking about earlier. It's probably nothing to be worried about. My turtle can go back into this bloody tank here. Alrighty. Now we need to you okay. If you can read this, all reality is doomed. Once you start this ritual, complete all 3 pages quickly. You'll be vulnerable until you finish. And let's see. Ensure the symbol is present. Do not open any blinds, windows, or doors. Do not turn on any lights. Snuff existing lights. Chant. Okay. She is coming. Ensure this symbol is present nearby. Chant. Do not cover your ears. You will need them. Alrighty. If she gets into your room, it's too late. Ensure this symbol is nearby. It's funny, I think I ended up playing the scare game. Repeat this chant until you believe you're safe. Is it working?
Darling, what's wrong? You're pale as a sheet.
What's wrong? Well, about that.
I can tell by the look on your face. You caught a glimpse of the real world now that I'm waking up.
You thought this was just a cute, haha, funny date game? You know, actually, I did too. I read just enough ahead to know that there was body horror in the game, or like looked at just enough screenshots to know that. But it was a little bit creepier than I was expecting.
Guess you aren't as sane as you thought, huh, darling?
Haha, I guess not, honey.
Oh, sweetie, don't worry about reality. It doesn't have anything to do with you anymore.
Though, I should tell you, everything you saw and heard, it's still there. What you saw coming through your window is still coming through. Very soon, it'll be impossible to deny its presence, and even escaping reality will protect you. If you like, I could move you to the front of the line and you painlessly myself. As thanks for waking me up. You wouldn't hear their screams anymore, or feel that chill up your spine where that tentacle is already touching.
It's funny, I feel like actually Helltaker had it a lot easier in terms of how he got his demonic ladies.
Or maybe you'd prefer to be saved for last. Have the whole doomed world all for yourself for a while.
Being destroyed first or last? Which would you prefer, my darling?
Let's see, what's next? It feels like the light outside has gotten really, really bright. Let's see, Dark Communion. Do not attempt this ritual without performing. Prepare offering and reach into oblivion. Let the room be well lit. Wear no robes or necklaces. Alright, the room is well lit as it's going to be, other than opening the blinds, which I don't think I'm allowed to do anymore. Actually, you know, what do I do with this cake now? Oh yeah, have the offering on my person. Okay, good. Now let's do the chant. It says, Nafel Hatagan Eagle Ot really Nug Yagfamol.
Delicious! Just perfect! I wish you could make offerings like this forever.
Oh, you and me both, sweetie.
Well, my devoted darling, there is only one last spell to perform. Pledging yourself to me. Take heart.
Nice.
Your pledge of devotion will be the last act of humanity for all of time. The final words ever spoken by humankind will come from your very mouth and echo into oblivion.
Well, I can't wait.
The privilege is yours alone. I may be inexperienced with human emotions, but even I know that saying goodbye to your world can be painful. Take all the time you need to make peace with the end. I'm going to take a short nap before I wake up for good. Could you hit the lights for me, darling?
Okie dokie.
Thank you, my love.
Have a ritual knife on your person. Chant 5 times to fill the heart. Why do I get the feeling that things are not going to be quite so simple?
Thank you, my love.
Alright, let's see. We need to chant 5 times to fill the heart. It says, Laneta Afart Lamega Ka Dishtu Nilgri. Here we go. We're doing it. You know, come to think of it, now that she's napping, we could potentially break things off, but I don't know if we actually want to do that. Let's continue this way for now. Let's finish what we started.
It's done. The last ritual. You
did wonderfully. I'm afraid it's time for the dream and our date to end. That look on your face. Darling, I had a wonderful date with you. And that's because of you. So why destroy me and all of reality? Why not just stay here with me? That's what you're thinking, right? Oh, my sweet, mortal darling. I'm not doing this out of malice. You've had good dreams before, right? Well, when
Well,
you
not
woke,
recently.
you destroyed those dream worlds and everything in them. Did you wake up because you hated those dreams? No. It just couldn't be helped that you'd wake up eventually. I love humans, and I'll miss you sorely. Please let your last thoughts be about that. Don't think I forgot about my promise to you. Pucker up, my darling. You've earned it.
Hot dog. Finally. Nice. Well, what you think? Worth it? Was this a good idea? $100% worth it. Exactly. You understand. Sorry to all the other people out there who died, but, you know. It wasn't about you. Let's see. There's other things we can probably do too. Let me just take a quick look and see. There's one other ending, and I want to try checking that out real quick before we continue.
Darling, what's wrong? I guess you... Oh,
Alright, so we will wait until she lies down. Well, actually, we've got to do the Dark Communion first. 1 second. Alright, we've got to let the room be well lit, wear no robes or necklaces. And then we need to have the offering on our person. We do. I feel like the offering looks a little different now than it did the last time. You think the other end is casting her away when she is strolling? It could be. I sort of feel like it might be casting her away while she's asleep, but let's try that and then we'll do it the other way if that doesn't work. It did take me back to the point where I've only got one heart, I noticed. Alright, let the room be well lit, wear no robes or necklaces. And then have the offering on a person, do the chant. Alright, let's hit the lights. Off.
thank
Off.
you, my love.
And now instead of doing the final chant, let's check some other things out. You also don't have tentacle mouth now, is that true? I don't know, I think I still got tentacle mouth. Unless I wash it off, which I guess is an option.
Thank you, my love.
Alright, let's see. Oh, you know, you might be right. There might be certain conditions. Oh, yeah, the room's got to be well lit. That might mean that, yeah, we might not be able to do that here. Let's see. Well, I guess this will be our chance to see what happens when I do it when I'm not supposed to. Let's see. Change this. Let the room be well lit. And now chant 3 times assertively. Did it work? My face and hands are back to normal. Although I notice my statue and my poster aren't. Did I really do it?
Darling,
did you break our connection? I'm cut off from the rest of me.
Oh no.
How could you? Why did you break my heart?
I did what I had to do. Sorry, darling. World's not ending today. I think we should see other people.
But why? Was I not good enough? Did you have a bad time on our date? Is there another woman?
No, none of that. It was pretty much just that you were going to end all reality.
And
Nope, that's it. That's the deal breaker.
what? But you woke me up in the first place.
Come on, we both know that I got more than I bargained for.
Oh, darling. You realize I still have control here, right? If you want to smooch my real form, you have no choice but to do the spells over.
What? Yeah, a squid is fine too.
Wait, what?
Squid smooching! Goofy. Good and good enough and alright. Okay, I think that's all the endings for Lynetta here. Well, it's not quite midnight. I can probably play a little bit more actually. So we got the two true endings. We got one secret. I'm not sure if we got all of them, but it looks like it'll be pretty easy to jump back in and get more if we want. So now we can start the King in Yellow. It sounds like there's 6 true endings here. Wow. So that might be more of the meat of the game. Alrighty, let's get to it. Good luck with the rest of the game. Thanks for being here, Pocket. Hope you have a great rest of your night. We'll see how I'll let you know how the King in Yellow goes. Chapter 2. The King in Yellow approaches.
Chapter 2. The King in Yellow approaches.
In a world terrorized by slavering shadows and tentacled nightmares, something as innocuous as an additional star in the night sky may be the most prophetic premonition of doom. For wherever the lurid golden light of the planet Carcosa shines, the long wicked shadow of the King in Yellow is cast. Behind that mask lie echoes of decadence and disorder, masquerades of limitless cruelty and hideous laughter in equal part. And of all the poor devils seduced by these lavish promises of the God King's court, the favored victims of the King's sadistic amusement are followers belonging to other deities. Huh? What? Where? Huh? Did I zone out? What was I doing? Damn, I'm having one hell of a brain for it. I can't remember for the life of me what I was supposed to be doing. Everything feels so hazy. Was I going to work? I am standing outside after all. Yeah, that's gotta be it. The sun's setting, so it's probably around 7 p.m., which means I'm gonna be crazy late. Fantastic. That's the beauty of working nights. I can't use the excuse that I overslept. Yeah, boss, I slept all day, sun up to sundown. That's why I'm 6 hours early for my shift. Huh? Those sound like the church's noontime bells. It's high noon? No way. They must be doing some special evening service or something. I can clearly see that it's the golden hour right before sunset. I'll just have to ask someone for the time on my way to work. If it's not too late and I really hoof it, I'll just get chewed out instead of fired. I'll still have to deal with being sweaty, but I'll figure that out when I get there. Oh, someone's coming home. Perfect. Fingers crossed that I'm not absolutely screwed. I will say that this guy looks like Joker from Persona 5. Thank goodness he's here. Hey man, sorry to bother you. You wouldn't happen to have the time on you, would you? Hello? Hey, hey? Is this guy ignoring me? Normally I'd say whatever and walk away, but he's unfortunately standing in the stairway off this floor. The only way to exit this conversation is to shove past him. But this guy's giving me such weird vibes, I don't want to go anywhere near him. The longer I look at him, this guy seems more and more suspicious. That odd posture, he's slowly swaying in an uncanny, disturbing way. The collar of his shirt looks filthy, stained with splotches of deep browns and reds. Is he bleeding? Does he even live here? This is the top floor, and I thought I've met all my neighbors. There are only 4 apartments up here. My only choices are to go inside and call the police, or to walk past this freaky guy. I don't have the time to wait around for when the cops show up, so I'll... But just as I take a step, I kick something weighty with my shoe. It's bright pink with gold accents. A book. What's... Lynetta, but I died. The world ended. The shock freezes me in place, and because I was so distracted, I didn't even notice the... I duck inside my room, slamming the door in the suspicious man's face. Fumbling with the lock in a panic, I managed to turn the deadbolt. In a few fearful steps back into the room, clutching the book to my beating chest. I died. I definitely died when I performed the final ritual. So why am I still here? Where is here? Locked in my room, I have nowhere to run. Lynetta. If Lynetta was here, she could explain this. Maybe there's something in this book that can save me. I need to hurry. Come on. Lynetta, where are you?
Lynetta, huh? Who is this Lynetta you're trying to call?
Missy, what are you doing in my room?
I just so happened to overhear you saying, Lynetta, where are you? You sounded like you were in trouble, so I let myself in.
How did you even get in here?
Your window was open.
I know it's not. And either way, I'm on the top floor, so how'd you...
Lynetta sounds like a girl's name, right? This Lynetta is obviously the girl you stood me up for, isn't she?
What is her deal? I knew she'd be pissed I slammed that door in her face, but not so much that she wouldn't notice any of the other things obviously wrong here. Why doesn't she care about this freaky thing stalking me outside? Or that my room is full of evil idols and ritualistic tokens? I can explain all this stuff.
Let me guess. Accursed devices used to channel eldritch magics and do the bidding of outer gods.
Well, yeah, exactly right. Did you just randomly guess that?
No, I've just been playing coy. I know exactly what you've been doing. You know what this is, don't you?
It's a golden version of my book. The book I used to perform rituals for Lynetta. Hers looks way more ornate than mine. Considering I ended reality with mine, I can't imagine how dangerous hers must be. Wait a minute, that sky, that suspicious man outside, they all match Missy's book. Is she making all this happen? Oh god, when I expected her to do something crazy, I thought she was just going to show up with a hatchet or something. Missy, look, I'm sorry. I just got wrapped up in something. Please don't...
Sorry? You're sorry? Why are you acting so afraid of me? Could it be that you know what this book is capable of?
I know all too well. But I also know that these incantations take at least 5 seconds to pronounce, and that's if she gets it right on the first try. So worst case, I have 5 seconds to stop her. If I dash for my ritual knife behind her, I might be able to kill her before she does something terrible to me. If I can distract her, I might be able to buy myself more time. Missy, look, I'll do whatever you want.
Anything? I can be rather demanding.
Name your price.
So bold. In that case, I have 3 commands. Number 1, you'll address me as Your Highness from now on. So when I come home, it's welcome home, Your Highness.
When she comes home, she wants to move in. But that means... whatever, it's not like I'm going to have to actually follow through on these. At least one of us is about to die. As you wish, Your Highness. What else?
Number 2, you'll quit your job so you can spend every waking moment catering to me, your one and only.
But my job is like half of my gimmick. Sure, whatever. Just a little bit more until I'm in sprinting range of the knife.
And number 3, you'll obey every order and whim I have, absolutely, without question. Do you agree to my terms?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What?
Absolutely, Your Highness.
I suppose if you will do whatever I ask, then there's no need to use any of these dreadful spells on you.
Well, thank goodness.
As a matter of fact, I believe you can help me with them. Here.
She just handed over her book without a second thought. Yellow energy pulses and crackles from my fingertips. She not here to hurt me. Hot girlfriend that would pay rent and I don't have to even do work? Jackpot. I know, right? It almost sounds too good to be true.
Confused. I've liked you for a long time, and you're a capable bookkeeper. Handsome to boot. There's no reason we can't simply work together. After all, a relationship based on threats of violence and fear is no good, right?
Oh yeah, I would never want to feel like I'm being threatened by my girlfriend. Right. We narrowly escaped with our lives just now. But something is bothering me. How does she remember that I stood her up in the reality that ended under Linetta's awakening? And how did she get in through my window? I doubt she was able to climb several stories dressed like that, and then pass through my locked window without breaking it. There's only one possible answer. Alright, Your Highness, I'm ready to enter my lifetime of servitude to you. I just have one small request first.
Being?
Could you tell me what this is?
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about
Worcestershire. She did it. So you're an eldritch god disguised as a human. I love that this is how we determine that.
what? How did you figure that out so suddenly?
Isn't it obvious? No human being can pronounce Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Of course not. It's an eldritch loanword. Why else would it be spelled like that? I was careless. After all this time I wasted trying to seduce you in this slovenly form.
Yeah, you should have tried using your eldritch form instead. I would have fallen in love immediately. What?
Do you think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human?
3D women are fine, but fourth dimensional girls with non-Euclidean geometry are smoking. They've got curves I can literally get lost in. Oh, buddy, you've been spending too much time on the internet. But yes, it's based.
If I had known that you're attracted to my cosmic godhood, I would have just led with that. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Esther, King in Yellow, heiress to Carcosa. Charmed, I'm sure.
Alien girlfriend? She's gorgeous. A bona fide eldritch king in my room. Oh man, all my fantasies of smooching and eldritch horror are coming true. Eldritch royalty to boot. The King in Yellow. Sounds familiar, I can't remember why. My memory of my other existence is kind of fuzzy. What I do remember is that her followers tend to be incredibly violent towards cultists who are loyal to other gods. Like Lynetta. Shit, I kinda got swept up in the moment and almost forgot I already pledged fealty to a different god, this reality or not. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm already involved with another god. I'm following Lynetta.
I know, so loyal, so faithful and devoted. That's why I want you to be my follower instead. In exchange for serving me, I shall grant you anything you desire. Wealth, power, whatever that rotten witch Lynetta offered you, I can double it.
Oh sweet, we can destroy the world twice. We can have 2 times the number of face tentacles. How fantastic. She promised me a smooch. That means I get 2 smooches.
And I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?
I'm starting to think that I am. You heard me, so you'll match her offer then.
I suppose. If that's all you're selling the world for, then...
Not mad, just dumb. So dumb. So dumb that it crosses over and becomes madness. I'm what they call a sucker. A sucker for love. No way, you promised to double it. That's 2 smooches.
No, hold on a minute.
2 of them. On the lips.
All right, very well. 2 smooches lip to lip. Satisfied?
Fantastic.
Usually my followers ask for inordinate wealth, unquestionable fame and influence, or some lavish indulgence. Nobody's ever dared to ask to kiss me before, so...
Well, there's a first time for everything. She's blushing for real.
You really want to smooch me? Well, your terms are amenable. Suffice it to say, I'll expect you to perform your scenes flawlessly in exchange.
Scenes.
The prompt book I gave you contains the script for The King in Yellow.
Huh? You mean this spell book that I was so afraid of? It's just a damn play? This thing is just a playbook. Where are all the power-invoking rituals?
Rituals? Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? No, we aren't barbaric swamp folk casting hocus-pocus in a cave. We have a little class. To invoke my power, my play must be performed perfectly.
Perfectly. I don't always get these rituals, scenes right the first time. What happens if I botch my lines, or get a scene wrong?
Your performance will receive a scathing review in the Carcosan Times publication. You'll also be killed.
Oh, well, is that all? Gulp. I'm getting those smooches, no matter what.
Break a leg, dearest.
Okie dokie, let's perform some plays. But first, let's talk. Hey, Esther.
Don't do that!
What? All I did was say hello.
Don't speak my name, dearest. There's a reason I am she who is not to be named. A mortal saying Esther summons me to them.
If I can't say your name, what am I supposed to call you?
You have many options. You may call me Your Majesty, Your Grace, my King. You could even call me Your Royal Highness if you're feeling particularly subservient.
Well, I am feeling that. Esther.
Stop that! What is it now?
I was just thinking, you know how saying your name summons you?
Yes? What of it?
There's an old myth that saying Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times at midnight summons an angry demon to your room.
Really? I've never heard of such a ritual. Does it work?
It summoned my neighbor telling me to shut the hell up and go to bed, so sort of.
More questions, dearest?
You read my mind. I was just wondering, what exactly are you?
What do you mean?
Well, you can only be wherever light is. Does that make you a bunch of light particles or something? If my neighbor was Bloody Mary, that would be pretty fitting in the theme so far, wouldn't it?
Not just any light. Specifically, the light of planet star Carcosa, which moves and shines to my wit. If Carcosa was destroyed, I would cease to be. The same would happen if the light went out or was permanently blocked. So in a way, I am the bewitching goddess you see before you, the planet Carcosa and its light.
So that makes you a person, place, and thing.
I suppose, yes.
Well, I know what I'm picking next time I play 20 questions. She's apparently done being questioned because she has simply vanished. Okay, let's go ahead and try some of these plays. The King in Yellow. Act 1, Invitation. Setting, exterior, in view of city. Host, click and drag the first word of the first line slowly. It says, Greeting stranger, fortuned fellow, 'tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the King in Yellow, so come all ye in yittle. Wear thine masks upon you to my masquerade until he may come to lost yittle. Hope for us there may be still. King enters disguised. Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken, to the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou barken, the dimmed city of Yittle? Only much attention quite unwholesome you'll instill from the souls of poor Yittil. Why attract so much ill will? That is just what I must seek, see hidden somewhere amongst the meekly. 'Tis one invitee I seek, he shall all my mistakes undo. 'Tis the King in Yellow whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth will come to I and you. Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and this whole town will know anguish. For the king is whom they say, which will this city indeed smite. If he comes, Yattil and you, and I will know his might. All be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price? Wearing this expensive clothing, pardon from my family's loathing, lasting till I'm decomposing all my friends whose strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be proud because I had brought the king to us. Looks like that's as far as we can go for now. So let's see, click and drag the first word of the first line slowly, but first I need to be out of the city. Actually, there's one thing I need to check real quick before I do that. I'm looking a little gold. Now I'm back to normal. Alright. Let's see. Greetings, stranger, fortuned fellow, 'tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the king in yellow, so come all ye in Yittil. Wear thine masks upon you to my masquerade, until he may come to lost Yittil. Hope for us there may be still.
Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken. To the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou bark in the dim city of Yattil?
I thought I was doing pretty good reading this thing in terms of speed, but she makes me look like a novice.
Only much attention, quite unwholesome, you'll instill from the souls of poor Yattil. Why attract so much ill will?
That is just what I must seek. See hidden somewhere. Ooh, God! Too fast. I was trying to match her pace. Okay, let's get back to it. we need to try that again. Back outside. All right. Let's try this again. That is just what I must seek. See hidden somewhere amongst the meekly. 'Tis one invitee I seek. He shall all my mistakes undo. 'Tis the king in yellow whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth will come to I and you.
Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and his whole town will know anguish for the king, as who may say, which shall this city indeed smite. If he comes, ye tell and you and I will know his might. All be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price?
Wearing this expensive clothing, pardon from my family's loathing, lasting till I'm decomposing, all my friends whom strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be proud because I had brought the king to us.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Why, thank you. That was actually pretty fun. I haven't gotten to flex my acting chops since high school.
You're no stranger to the stage, I can tell.
Yeah, I was a theater kid. My school did Macbeth.
A virtuoso of the bard, are we? If you've performed Shakespeare, then you must be an actor of sufficient ability to survive my play.
I think I was in Macbeth one time. I can't remember who I played in that.
Tell me, what role were you? The leading man, I presume.
I was tree number 4.
I wasn't aware that was a role.
It's not.
You weren't even the leading tree?
Don't worry. I was actually Macbeth.
I thought you said you were a tree.
Acting.
Oh, you are good.
Whoa, hey, what's happening to you?
Don't fret, dearest. Something is simply passing between my planet's light and your bedroom. A cloud, perhaps. You know the proverb, wherever the golden light of Carcosa shines, the shadow of the unspeakable one is cast? It's a literal rule. I can only be wherever the light of my planet star Carcosa shines. In other words, I can't reach you at night when you're not standing in natural light, or if anything obstructs your view of Carcosa.
That explains why Missy had a weird daytime curfew. She literally vanished when the sun sets. What a Cinderella-like curse. That also explains how she got in my room. My window may have been locked, but the curtains were open, allowing the light in. So she can't get into my room if I close my curtains.
Aw, I was quite enjoying my time with you. I wanted to stay a little longer. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow. It may be some time until your sky clears. Until then, I bid you adieu.
Nice. The first of my smooches. Oh wait, that one wasn't on the lips, so it doesn't count. Well, looks like I have one hell of a choice to make. Lynetta hasn't been summoned yet, and Esther is stuck outside for the moment. So I have a moment to collect my thoughts. Between Lynetta and Esther, who do I want to smooch? Or maybe more accurately, who am I more afraid of? Do I stay with Lynetta? Or do I follow Esther this time around? She is offering twice as many smooches after all. I need to make my choice. If I want to stay with Lynetta, then I should focus on casting spells from her book. If I want to smooch Esther, then I should open my window again when the clouds clear and use Esther's book. And if I try going for both, well, walking down the middle of the road is bound to get me run over. As long as they aren't both in the room at the same time, I should be safe, right? Oh man, what am I gonna do? Either way, I need to talk to Lynetta. She might be an avatar of world-ending calamity, but she might be able to help me get my head straight. Or, you know, change my head in some other useful way. Esther, 300% Esther. I bet the ending is worse. I'm sort of feeling the same way. I thought early on that Esther was one of my favorite designs, but after meeting her, she does seem charming, and I have a feeling that, just like my logic with everything else, if something seems charming, it's probably actually terrifying. Speaking of my head, why does my forehead feel kind of sticky? I guess is where I got smooched earlier. Let's see. Doesn't seem like I'm getting out of it that easy this time. Alrighty, we have got to perform the calling ritual. Let's see, first of all, we need to get all light out of the room. That means... Hey, out of curiosity, do we still have all the same other pages, or we don't in this one? Okay. Never leave the lights off. Alright, we need to draw curtains, turn off bedside lamp, turn off overhead lights. Off. Now we need to, in the dark, light red fire candles. Now we need to find and put on our ritual necklace. Okie dokie. Now we do the chant. Lynetta afart I megepak dishtu nilgri. Mortal, for what purpose have you...
Darling, it's you!
Nice. Hey, Lynetta. It's nice to see her, despite everything I've been through so far. Sure, she may have ended the reality I was from, but she never lied or deceived me in any way. She told me up front what would happen, and I did it willingly. That said, I'm really glad you're here, but... Can you tell me what happened to me, to that world we dated in?
That reality fell to me. Nothing there exists anymore. Like a dream that ends.
Ah, okay. Just as I thought, only... Then why am I still here? Why did I survive when the rest of that reality didn't?
Oh, darling, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing. You're still here because I'm still dreaming about you. Everything in existence is being dreamed about by at least one eldritch god. So as long as you're on my mind, you'll exist somewhere.
Now, 2 points. That sounds like a pretty darn good reason to date Lynetta. Because if she stops thinking about me, then I will apparently poof out of existence. That's actually kind of sweet in a terrifying cosmic way. What would happen if every god stopped dreaming at the same time? What if you woke up all at once?
Everything, including all of the gods, would cease to be.
And that can just happen at any time?
Nah, don't worry. There's about 50 of us total, so the chances of all of us being awake at the same time are low.
If I'm two-timing her, she'll also be thinking about me. Good point. They said that there were 50 of them total, so that means they can continue making these games for 50 goddesses worth. There's only like 50 of you in all? She probably knows Esther very closely.
Kind of a big
Family? Do you know Esther?
Esther, darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Sister?
Ugh, I can't stand that prissy little boyfriend stealing.
Don't have a great relationship with her.
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Thanksgiving dinner must be awkward. Oof, good thing I washed my face. Playboy instincts jumping out here. If Lynetta saw that lipstick smear on my forehead, I'd be in hot water right about now. Well, I still am in hot water now, actually. I've gotten involved with her sister. A messy affair is bad enough, but with a family member, I'm toast if she finds out. Esther. Looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now, even if I wanted to. For now, I should work through Lynetta's spells again. Eldritch Hand saved my ass last time. I better cast that one in case I'm unable to talk again. Sheesh. Listen to myself. What the hell's wrong with me, man?
Darling, what's this I found under your bed?
Oh, that's my Eldritch Encyclopedia. I haven't translated yet, but its diagrams are useful.
Oh, you studied it extensively then.
I sense I've made some sort of mistake. I guess. Why? What's up?
Darling, this is a dirty magazine.
What? Really? I thought it was an anatomical guidebook.
Big, slippery Shogoth Girlfriends Volume 3? I bet you can learn a lot of anatomy from this. Herv.
I said I haven't translated yet. How was I supposed to know? I was literally only reading it for the article.
This girl on the front isn't wearing anything. She's topless.
That's a girl? It just looks like an amorphous mass of tentacles to me.
Is this what you wish I looked like?
I really, truly don't. Trust me. Look, Lynetta, you're smoking hot. I could never have eyes for anyone else when I'm with you. You're my dream girl.
Aw, sheesh. You're going to make me blush.
I seriously didn't know it was a dirty magazine, honest.
It's okay. I forgive you.
That said, can I keep it?
Not a chance.
Rip. Hey, out of curiosity, have you dated before? I have too, so I was mainly just wondering what kind of guys you're into.
Well, I kind of have a thing for guys under 1 billion years old. I know, I'm such a cradle robber.
1 billion years old? I was talking about humans. What kind of humans have you dated?
Let's just say you're the nicest guy I've dated by far.
Sheesh. Were they really that bad?
Well, my last human ex hit me with a boat. So the bar is low.
True. You've dated non-humans
Of
too.
course. Though, me being single now kind of tells you all you need to know about how those relationships went.
Got any stories?
I dated a beholder once.
That sounds like something to behold. How'd that end?
You know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have been surprised that a sentient mass of eyeballs was seeing other women.
True. Alrighty, let's see. We need to perform Eldritch Mouth. Let's flip over there. Perform this ritual somewhere where gore can be cleaned easily and wear no robes or amulets. Take this off. Have a ritual knife on my person. Take the knife. And head to the bathroom. Uh-oh, I'm starting to look gold again. Can't be having that. Alrighty, let's do that chant. Magaka ya imgapag nugstake yimgolna. You scree. Shit. Still as unnerving as I remember. In this reality, this is just my hand now, forever.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date. Why don't you open your window? Let a little light in here?
Oh no. No, wait!
What? What is it?
You sure you want to do that?
What do you mean?
I mean, don't you want to shower first before you go out, like last time?
Huh? Why would you suggest that? Oh no. Don't tell me. Do I still smell like the ocean?
Just a tad salty.
Heavens below. I'm so sorry, darling. I'll be right back. No peeking, but I love you.
That was a close one. If she opened that window, Esther would have come. I would have been a goner. She opens that window. I'm finished. Looks like the clouds have cleared, and Lynetta's out of the room. If I want to date Esther, it's go time. Otherwise, if I want to stay with Lynetta, I need to make absolutely sure that the window never opens, ever. I feel like this is really tricky. They've kind of positioned Lynetta in a way where she's a lot more attractive in this one than she was in the previous route, but I do want to get to know Esther too. It's time to choose. From this point on, my actions will have consequences. Oh, and now I can switch between the two books. You know what they say, when one window opens, one door closes. Exactly. Alrighty. We can either go perform the masquerade, or we can... Well, actually, we might need to make now a stopping point and come back to it next time, because it is now midnight, and that means that I need to get ready for work tomorrow. Or get ready for work tomorrow, by which I mean sleep. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for now, and next time, Thursday, we will continue and try the rest of this route. Pretty fun watch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a pretty creative game in a lot of ways. This sort of point-and-click format is one I have not done before in a visual novel, or really anywhere on the stream, I don't think. Actually, you know, since we're right here, let's go ahead and end it off with a bang, why don't we? let's go ahead and end this off at an appropriate ending point. Still worth. Gosh. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see who we're rating tonight. One moment. Oh hey, Mechanicad, the new Nikki event starts tomorrow. I hope you're as excited about that as I am. I personally feel like the last Goddess Squad event they did was one of their best events, so I'm eager to see what this next one's like as well. Red Hood, finally. At long last. Alright. Who are we rating? Just one moment. While I pick somebody out. Plenty of options. Who is it going to be? How about...